Y'all, I wanted that video to be a real present video. I really did. I wanted the 9/11 thing to be something real because because the opposite of that is mind-boggling. Like absolutely mind-boggling. Yeah, I analyzed the video and right away it was like, why are things fuzzy? Just like how it was when we were looking at the presser and it's like, why is his background fuzzy? So I'm like, why are things fuzzy? And I'm just like, okay, it must be my camera. It must be something about my phone, my iPhone 13, that is making things fuzzy. I will do a separate video of all the clips. Right now, I'm going to go live and do my spiritual happy hour just because I'm trying to train myself to go live every day and build community instead of just creating videos and responding when I got the time. Um, I wanted it to be real. You know, I saw the little sloop to the mouth. I wanted it to be real. But my grandfather had a stroke before. I had a friend who had Bell's palsy while pregnant before. And I think she got it first before that, and then pregnancy triggered it, or I don't know, it was something like that. And she had, you know, y'all have seen people who have had strokes before. It is never just the mouth. It's never just the mouth. So I'm about to do the pendulum so I can get some visualized answers instead of it swirling and swirling and swirling because I'm up at 4 a.m. I haven't had a good sleep since he reemerged. Since we figured out stuff wasn't real. Do you know what it feels like? Like, are y'all like really paying attention to the fact that nothing you put your eyes on is real? Like, do you know how disconcerting that is? Some of y'all are just taking it and just going with it. But like for them to have been making these kind of videos for at least 3 months, but all this legislation and all this stuff is coming out when I can't even tell if we have somebody who is conscious enough to be making these decisions. So we really got a whole bunch of unelected people, all with daddy issues, all with first off, the man is not articulate. He's not articulate. He is functionally illiterate. He cannot stand there for 20, 30 minutes talking incoherent sentences using $5 words. He has never done that in his younger age in 1.0. That never happened. I knew when he went to that army base right around the LA thing. I think it was the National Guard or Fort Bragg or one of them things. And he was saying the same exact sentence over and over again without having any issues with it. He said it there at Fort Bragg, he said it in front of another presser, and he said it in front of a third presser, and it was said the same way every single time. And I went, they must have trained him. They must have like drilled it in his head, made him memorize it, because he said it the same way every single time. And this was after he went to Camp David, I think it was. But why would he go to Camp David? He doesn't like do presidential stuff. So why would he go to Camp David? And now I'm like, is that where it happened? Is that where we got the switch between a doppelganger, double whatever with a mask or whatever, and because the videos were being manipulated 3 months ago. I have a previous video, another one of my videos goes over that. The one where it's like, where is he or something like that. I show that 3 month ago video. And 3 months ago, the second person, I was going to say in charge, but what is he in charge of? The second person had the first visit that we know of with Murdoch in Butte. That was in June. I wanted this video to be real time. I wanted it to be real time. I wanted it to be real time. I didn't want to look at an AI person. I wanted it to be real time. I really wanted it to be real time. I was actually hoping it could be real time. And it's so interesting because I have another video I had started to use instead of, like, I started earlier today and I was supposed to post it, but I didn't. But in it, I talk about how, like, every time we mention something, they turn around and do it. That's why they joined this platform. They wanted to see what we were talking about. I immediately blocked them, but they wanted to see what was in the zeitgeist, right? We talked about he never went to a DC restaurant. Now he's at a DC restaurant. First of all, you don't do that. You don't have number 1 and number 2 and number 3, because I think that guy was with him too. And isn't like Keg's Breath number 4? And or Marco's number 4 and then Keg's Breath is number 5? Like, I forget the actual order, but you do not have all of them in the same place in an uncontrolled. Why are we falling for this? Why is no one else talking about this stuff? You do not do that. That's a national security risk. I learned that there is a Air Force One, Air Force Two, because they can't even fly together. I wanted it to be real time. I did. I saw a little droop and I was like, oh, okay, maybe he's recovered now. But then I'm like, nothing else is drooping. There's no heaviness, like nothing else is doing a do. And then he gets up and speak. Not a slur, nothing. Not his normal garbage or word salad, nothing. It was fluid. And then when you start thinking about how insidious this really is, every single one of these AI generated speeches have been warmongering. Every single one of them have been warmongering. This guy's incapacitated, and these little boys are trying to send us to war. Do you understand how serious this actually is?